Good day, YYZ Frank, YYZ Review with special Sicilian guest,
Vince.
Vince, introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? Vince here with my good old buddy Frank. Today I'm very excited to be on his channel because we're starting something that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is, you take it away since it's your channel.
So here's the thing. People always talk to me about cannolis.
Oh, man.
Cannolis are a Sicilian dessert. Obviously, listen, I'm not not to blow up the Sicilians, but Sicily is known for the sweets. My grandmother, may she rest in peace, always said, "Figlio, I siciliani fanno i migliori dolci dall'Italia." And I'm going to live by that. Compliments to all the Sicilians for bringing this fantastic recipe to Canada. Mm-hmm. We have 5 bakeries chosen by myself and Mr. Vince, the Sicilian, and that's why I picked Vince. Not only is he a good friend and all that, he's Sicilian, so he knows the truth of a real Sicilian cannoli. Now, the problem with Toronto, I'll be honest with you, is most bakeries import their shells from Italy because they're saying it's too expensive. But anyways, here are the contenders for today. By the way, this is our beautiful Inter Club in
it looks really good, guys. If you're an Interista, come sign up.
If you're an Inter fan and you want to sign up,
you'll always have a smile and an espresso, and you always watch the beautiful Inter do what we do, win.
Come watch. Anyways. We have a nice team this year. But anyways, back to the food, because that's what we're here for.
Exactly.
First, Vince, you said this guy's a paisan of yours.
Yes, Piccolo Forno.
Piccolo Fornaio.
Piccolo Fornaio. Sorry, he's changed the name so many times. He's a very near and dear friend of mine. I've known him a very long time, and to me in Woodbridge, I'm going to say it, to me he's one of the best. Okay? I'm not going to say the best, but one of the best.
Next we have the Big Cannoli, which has 2 locations.
You know, this will be my first time ever eating a Big Cannoli.
The Big Cannoli from the Big Cannoli. The thing that turned me off about Big Cannoli is a name like Big Cannoli, you think they would fry their own shells. According to one of the owners, they said they import them. But it's all about the cream. And my good friend Tony at La Strada, the guy's a gentleman, always complimentary coffees, always gets time out of his busy day to come say hi.
And out where I live now, we go to my 2 bakeries. We have Francesca's. They had 2 different types of cannolis, but I'm not going to lie, they look pretty good, so I grabbed them both. And then we go to La Manna's. It's actually 2 minutes away from my house, and I did not know that.
Wow.
And they have right here the ricotta and a specialty one that I just saw what's on top of it, and I said, that screams my buddy Frank. It's a, believe, ricotta, chocolate, and Nutella cannoli.
Okay. So yeah. Looking at these 5, one thing I'm going to say at the best is La Manna does the advertising or the marketing the best.
Oh yeah, their box definitely screams out.
Sorry about this, guys. I'm not a professional. I'm just an amateur. But anyways, the way we're going to score. Now, let me tell Vince the way I believe you do not give a 10. You give a product a 10. It's the best you've ever tasted in your life.
No, my 10 is like, it's very hard to find. My 10 is probably in Sicily.
Okay, so that's why it's hard to give a 10. So now, the way I divided the scores, it's going to be a 10 overall. But what's going to consist of is maybe delivery, presentation, cream, and the shell. Now, you have to understand, what I mean by delivery is if you go to Sicily, and Vince can attest to this, they fill them fresh for you.
Oh, yeah. I remember growing up in Sicily, actually. My cousin owned a pasticceria, and I would go in once in a while. My mom would send me papilla pasticceria because, people would come over. And long story short, we had him in the back just pumping away, and then here you go. Take him home.
So my guys from La Strada Bakery in Woodbridge and Big Cannoli in Woodbridge, they both they took my order, and obviously they went to Phil. Piccolo Fornaio, what's your paisan's name?
Turinjo.
Sorry about that, just a quick interruption, but it's okay.
Somebody wanted to say hi to us because we're so popular. That's what it is.
Vince is the popular.
No, I'm not popular.
The typical Sicilian, nice Sicilian father.
He's a good boy.
Who's a paver.
Yeah,
what all
that's
Sicilians
very true.
do. But anyways, okay. So let's start. What should we start? We'll start with mine.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go with the Woodbridge ones.
As far as sizing, I gotta admit the people out east. So La Manna's technically is Scarborough. Francesca's is Scarborough. Good job. Their sizing is probably what a real cannoli tastes.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? In Sicily, I'm going to be honest, in Sicily, this size does not exist, these little ones.
Appetizer
They
sizes.
only have big.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
So,
but you know what? What it is, what it is. Let's start out with, I would say, Umbariturijo's
Okay, so
Cannolis.
this is piccolo fornaio.
Okay, so
as you
here
can
it
see-
is right here, guys. Right off the top of the bat, I like that there's not a lot of powdered sugar. To me, when you bite the shell, I don't want to cough and see white powdered sugar go everywhere. So to me,
Or
that's
all
already
all
a
over-
good size.
all over your
The
jacket.
ricotta, you know what? It could be the box, it could be whatever. I don't want to dash it, but you know what? It's not really too presentable to me because it just looks all gooky and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's that. What else do we have there to?
No, the shell looks. Listen, it's bubbly. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
I was told from a rumor that he does import his shells, but unless we prove it, we can't.
Exactly.
So let's just listen. Do you know how many taste buds we have?
Oh, there's many.
10,000 taste buds that get replaced
Yeah.
every 2 weeks, and as you get
Exactly.
older, you get 5,000. So just
Right on.
between two of us, 20,000 taste buds,
This should be well.
and we'll see. All right.
Cheers.
That I don't like. See how it broke on your first bite?
Well, mine's good.
I think it's because you're Sicilian and you know how to eat cannolis.
You know what? I like to do the cream test. It's good. Like you know what? I've eaten. I'm not gonna say here and say it's my first time having it, but all the other ones, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hand to God, all the other ones I have never tasted before. I've always gone to him, so to me, it's a familiar taste. But I gotta say, the ricotta is a little too sweet for my liking.
Yeah, that I found the sweet and
Yeah.
the crunch factor wasn't there.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're gonna pause and we're gonna score it on our own, and then we'll come
And
back.
clean the palates too.
Yes, remember we need a palate cleanse between
I got the favorite.
items. Okay, we're back. Now we're gonna try.
We're gonna do total scores at the end because if we're gonna continue one off, we're gonna be here all day.
Next is the Big Cannoli. With the name Big Cannoli, you think they would deliver top notch. Don't get me wrong, the staff and
Very friendly
There,
stuff.
Val,
I do enjoy their Instagram page. Very fun. The owner is a fun guy.
Val and his son Mike, I believe is his name. They're both good guys. Again, presentation nicely in the little
Yep. See,
tissues.
this is what my buddy Turijo was missing, guys. This actually helps a lot. For you know what?
A cent, I think it costs. Not
Yeah,
even.
for somebody that likes cleanliness and orderly eating styles, this saves much time in cleaning and all this stuff. And the first one didn't have it. It was on a tissue. So maybe that I would get fixed. But other than that, you know what? Let's go to Big Cannoli. Once again, are we going to talk about the shell and stuff? Or that's
No, the shell, like I said, source told me that. The owner told me
Yeah.
that he imports it unless they change the
Okay,
recipe.
so it's okay. So
it
you know
doesn't
what?
look as bubbly.
And this
but
is a ricotta, right?
yeah, they're all ricotta based unless
Okay,
you.
so
we
you know
use
what?
the-
Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers. More of a ricotta taste.
To be honest,
Not as sweet.
not as sweet, but the ricotta kind of has no taste.
All right. Score, palate cleanse, and we'll come back to you. And the last of the three from the Woodbridge side, because then we're going east to Scarborough, Pickering, Ajax area. This is Tony La Strada Bakery. Tony, I know, makes his own shells. You follow them on
Yeah,
Instagram?
like I said, here we go. I'm gonna say my thing right now. Right off the bat, you can tell that this is handmade, but you know, maybe spend a little more time on each shell because, guys, this I'm gonna zoom in a bit. It's flat. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised at this actually right now, but other than
What
that,
did you find wrong? Sorry, I don't see.
it's flat. Look, it's like
Oh
very
yeah,
flat.
yeah. That's the rollers.
Yeah, it's not the roller. Maybe he pulled it out and it just got stuck,
Yeah.
and it just squished, right? But
Okay,
whatever,
'cause-
stuff happens. But you know what? I like that he makes his own shell, and you can definitely tell by this big air bubble here.
And he also
So-
told me he uses premium ricotta, the most expensive ricotta available. But how do I know that?
You
I
gotta
don't know.
taste it, right?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Salute. See how it's intact? Oh, it's a little.
All right, but
it doesn't.
I licked the ricotta first, and this has more of a ricotta taste than both the first ones.
but it's a nice.
Oh, very nice.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Strada, eh?
Yeah. All right. Palate cleanse. Pause. We'll be back. Okay, I know there's what are they called? Keyboard bullies and whatnot.
No, keyboard heroes.
Keyboard heroes. Is that what you call them?
Keyboard heroes.
Just
the
so
ones
you
that
know.
message but never say a word.
Yes. Just so you know, both as you could see, we're obviously eating these cannolis, lots of calories, etc. I'm coming off a 16-hour fast, and I believe Vince went a lot longer.
I'm about 19.
So we haven't had food in 16 and 19.
To prepare for this, guys.
Prepare.
Obviously, we know we're big guys. We're not going to sit back and say, oh, we're the healthiest people in the world. We know we're healthy guys, but we're both doing intermittent fasting. So we're working on it, as you can say, but at the same time, we prepared ourselves for this. Obviously, after this, my fast re-picks up, and I probably won't eat until like later. No, I'll probably eat around 6, just
Okay.
a small like chicken dinner. But other than that, guys, you don't have to be keyboard heroes. We know that this is a lot of sugar. We know we're big guys. Thank you for your concerns, if there is any. Let's move on. All right, shall we go to my end of the neck of the woods?
So now, since Vince, one of the key things that we're giving a score on is based on delivery.
Yeah.
So delivery means, like I said, the cannoli has to get freshly squeezed. Stand by, we have a guest.
Check, make sure the internet works.
Guys, it's a very busy day here at the Inter Club. Everybody wants to sign up, apparently. Sorry once again that we had to stop halfway our talk. But we were saying, what were we talking about? I don't even remember.
No, we're going to Francesca's.
Okay, so now we're at Francesca's, my neck of the woods. To be honest, it's my first time going to both places. I used to live in Woodbridge. Got married, now I live in Pickering. So my wife has always told me about these two places, Francesca's and La Manna's. So we're going to try Francesca's first. This is my first time having it. I don't know about you.
I
So-
know. Listen, I'll be honest. I've had it because
That's
listen.
okay. Hey, honesty is the best policy.
Is the food, as a foodie that I am, and you ask around,
Yeah.
and when you have a close friend tell you that, yes, these are definitely made in house. You can
Okay,
just a
so the shell is made in house. The one thing I would probably tell them to fix is,
the cocaine.
yeah, there is a lot of powdered sugar on this, but other than that, presentation's fantastic.
Cheers.
Shell looks great. Cheers. Wow. My wife was right.
See how no breakup.
If the cops pull me over, I might be in trouble here.
Overall,
It's a really good cannoli. The cream
I'll be
is
honest
really
with
good.
you. I don't remember it being this good, but good selection, Vince.
Thank you, thank you. That's really good. Let's score it up. And we are back with the last one. Okay, I'll show you guys after. Actually, we could show him here. Box presentation wise, you can tell that La Manna's like very
Goes above and
Invests
yes,
a lot into
above,
this.
above and beyond. Like I
Very
said,
cool.
that's all part of marketing.
They even
advertising.
had, I had to tell you about this. They even had a box shaped like a giant slice, and they say, yeah, our pizza comes out in a giant slice of pizza. And I'm like,
Yeah, they're known for having the biggest slice of
dude,
pizza.
one day, should we just do like the pizza challenge? Who can finish that slice first?
Oh, we'll see. A lot of carbs, compadre.
Comment below if you want to see me versus Frank in a pizza eating challenge.
Just a quick note. So far, out of the 5, for the original, because now we're going to the last one. So far, out of the 5, Francesca's had the traditional size, which is
Yeah.
the best size. Now I know Ricotta costs are high, but so far they had the best size, the
and
biggest.
here we go, La Manna's.
La Manna Bakery.
So far-
I know. Hold on, one
Yeah.
quote. La Manna Bakeries is a good friend of mine, Dan Rosati's family, and he always tells me their lobster tails. Their lobster tails are phenomenal because their cream is good and their shell is good. So I'm
They
hoping.
weren't ready yet, or else I would have gotten them.
We'll see how these are. Go give the review of what you see. Of La
Well,
Manna.
to me, this looks like the perfect cannoli. Like piping and everything, it looks perfect.
Presentation is nice.
Yeah, very nice. Not too much sugar. Shell looks very good. Shell made in-house as well, I believe. So that's what the lady this morning told me anyways. And other than that, it looks like a really good cannoli. So let's go into it.
Salute.
I sense a little bit of cinnamon in that. Did you taste that?
No, you know what? Lime's not good because then my nose is gonna big. I didn't taste it.
Maybe in the shell mix, but I taste a little bit of cinnamon. Now,
All right.
confirm the cinnamon.
All right, we're gonna do a review. Our score, sorry.
And we're back with the
Okay.
final score.
We're not gonna go detail, but like I said before, cannoli gets filled fresh. Vince confirmed that from Sicily. So there was only three of the 5 that did it, right?
Yeah.
The big cannoli,
La Strada and Francesca.
Francesca's. I put Francesco.
I know, it's okay.
It's my name. But you want to know what the thing is Calabria, the tip of the boot, and Sicily, the soccer ball. We both agreed on our favorite one.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta say, first time trying it, and I'll definitely be going back because they were really good.
Okay.
But let's not spoil it. Let's go down each
Okay.
thing and let's see
So
where it
the
goes.
first one we had was from Il Piccolo Fornaio.
Yeah.
Overall, me, Big Frank, YYZ Review, gave it a 6.
Yeah. I also gave it a 6 just because, you know what? The cream completely threw it off. When you try so many different ones and then you find the one that's good,
Yeah.
it makes you think, okay, the place that I thought was the best is really not. So to me, Piccolo Forno, it's a great place, but friendly staff. But to me, the cannoli gets a 6, and it's because you know what it is with them. They've moved into the more production than actual presentation. If you go there,
happens,
they have
yeah.
so many cannolis out there, different flavors too. So you do kind of lose out a little bit on the authenticity of your original taste.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he opened up, I don't even eat that many. Like, cannoli is not my favorite pastry, but I would go there for a cannoli just because they were that good. But now that he's pumping out 8 different flavors, you lose a little bit of taste in the other one.
And what I notice is he's very busy with the tavola calda, so
Yes.
maybe that's why. The second one we tried was the big cannoli. My overall score, again, a 8 because they pipe it fresh, not in front of you. If they piped it in front of you like they do in Sicily, that would definitely be a 10 because you can't do that. But basically, my overall score on the big cannoli was a 6, and Vince, the Sicilian,
I give it a 5.5. I'm not going to sit here and say it was my favorite of all 5 to me. And you know what? Looking at the scores, it's my least favorite. And it's just because the cream to me didn't have it had the tanginess of a ricotta taste, but it didn't have that sweetness that counteracted it. And I know a lot of people just like that ricotta taste, but to me, I like the mixture of it. And to me, it didn't have it. And the shell, not for anything, wasn't the best just because I know that it's not made home fresh.
Yeah.
So to me, that's why they get a 5.5.
La Strada Bakery.
Surprisingly, here, and I'm saying surprisingly.
Like I got again, delivery 8. You have to order them and they go fill them fresh in the back. Overall, we both agreed on this one. It was both a 7 out of 10.
Very good cannoli.
Good job to Tony and the
I wish
team
you would
there.
spend a little more time on each shell when taking the pipe, the metal piece in the middle, the tube in the middle out. Just because when you're presenting cannolis, you want them all to look the same and you want everything to be just right. And to me, that one shell that kind of looked flat, it was like, something wrong with it. Is it crushed maybe? So other than that, phenomenal cream, delivery and presentation. I think they filled in front of you, so that's an 8.
Yeah.
And the cream and shell were really good. So other than that, the one thing about the visual of it,
Yeah.
it would have gotten a higher score. But it is what it is.
Now, La Manna is the last one we tried, so
Yes.
obviously it gives you away which one is the best. So La Manna, Listen, delivery, Vince said it wasn't filled fresh, but they brought more fresh.
They literally brought the tray out as I walked in.
But the true cannoli gets
But
filled
I didn't
fresh.
see them fill it up, so that's not a no-no. Their box was the best out of all of them, so...
Oh, yeah, presentation
Yeah,
and
they
marketing-wise and brand recognition. Like, you know, it's like pizza. Every orange box you see on your curb, you know it's pizza. La Manna did a good job with the red and white, which by far, by marketing and advertising.
If you want to see the pizza challenge, we want this video to get at least 30 likes. 30 likes? Are we agreed on that? If it passes 30 likes?
Okay, we'll see. Or even pop up our
30
subscribers.
likes or pop up the subscribers. We want to see it down below, please.
And so red and white, like I was saying, advertising terms is the most color catchy color contrast.
May I say the big no-no? We didn't like the cream. No. We agreed on the cream, and the cream actually got tied with Big Cannoli the least amount of score. It was a 5. Just because I hinted at a weird cinnamon taste, and when you're eating ricotta, cinnamon doesn't go with it. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people say, but yeah, your Sicilian pastries, chefs use a lot of cinnamon in their stuff. I understand, but for me, that doesn't like the taste of cinnamon. I didn't like it, and they didn't point it out at me. They said ricotta. They didn't say ricotta with a hint of cinnamon. I tasted it anyways, and to me, that gave them a 5, and that threw it all away from me.
Overall scored for La Manna Bakery, I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6.5 just because presentation-wise and shell-wise, they were the best-looking ones.
And obviously, the best for last, not only because it bears my name, Francesca's, I'm a Francesco. Francesca's, listen, delivery, Vince said they filled in front of him, 8. They filled, not in front of him, 8.
The box, it is what it is.
It is what it is. The cream was
good.
Pretty good. The shell was fantastic. My overall score was an 8 out of 10. Vince?
I gave it a 7.5 just because the one thing that not threw me off, but just I don't like personally, and this is a thing between you and me, not the world. So I just don't like, we still have one here of a chocolate flavored one, but guys, you can see, look how much powdered sugar is at the top. Like, shaking it, look how much falls off. So to me, that was the one thing that didn't make it an 8 or higher, the powdered sugar. Every time I bit it, I tasted the powdered sugar, and I don't want to taste the powdered sugar when I'm eating cannoli. You want to taste cream, shell. So, but other than that, you could definitely tell that they make their own shell. It's like the darkest color out of all of them, but it tastes very well.
Got a nice crunch.
It broke so easily. Yeah. It was very good.
So like I said, overall I gave it 8. Vince gave it 7.5.
Yeah.
Again, YYZ Frank, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Vince, thanks on your part.
Yep.
On donating your part of the cannolis. And,
no problem. Anytime, Frank.
Nice doing the video.
Fun time.
I'm trying to do it with Sicilians, since Sicilians have the taste for cannolis and they know it best. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching.
30 likes or hit our subscriber count of at least 10 people by Sunday, and we will do the pizza challenge, guaranteed.
Biggest slice in Toronto, La Manna Bakery.
Who finishes it first? Who do you think will do it? Comment below.
Have a good day.
Take care.